Good morning, seekers. How are you all? If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to become a member, the link's in the description. So, I'll wait for everyone to join. And we'll address some things. Good morning, Knock. Don't forget, live chat. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Medina. Look at everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to handle some business this morning. You're getting ready for work? Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Tommy Tube and Catherine and Marambella. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I had a lot of people ask me if I was going to cover the stuff that Foodie was saying. Here's where I stand, okay? First of all, we all know Foodie deals with her own afflictions, right? And when she wants to deflect from whatever she's going through, she aims at others. This we've known for years. There's a lot of subjects I can't speak on because I'm not directly involved, which shouldn't keep me silent, but it keeps me uneducated. And I feel that if you're uneducated, you shouldn't speak on things that you know nothing about, what people go through. She tells us what she goes through with food, right? So we can only go by what she says and what doctors say. And she still gets that wrong. It is just the way Foodie's built. To me, she will sabotage her own channels, her audience, herself, to make herself feel powerful and make herself feel better. She likes to rage bait. She likes to whistle in through bigotry, slurs, insults, all the above. She's done it for years. She makes mockery out of sensitive subjects. She uses religion as a weapon. Anything that she feels like could be used against others, she does it. So I'm going to do a different approach. I'm going to do my hair, and I'm going to let Pulpy speak.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Carefree. Because honestly, queer used to be it used to be a bad term, right? Because I feel weird saying it.
Yeah, we're talking about phrases that generally you would use to self-identify, not words that you would just slap on other people for no reason, except to be rude, I think.
Yeah, maybe used to be. Yeah, I've dabbled in experimentation. I don't think I was ever maybe bi from a pure sexual standpoint, but not a romantic standpoint.
Doesn't surprise me. Pleasures of the flesh. She doesn't really know how to have a relationship, right? This we know. Wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, Ellen Dragonfly. Okay, hexed.
Hot and Popular. Thank you for the super chat, honey. Hot and Popular says, I don't like her much. Thank you for covering this. I don't like her either, mate.
Most people don't.
Hey, Times spoken? Yeah. Alien phobia.
Yeah, 100%. Queer was definitely used here as an insult, like during my youth.
No, I wasn't against it. No. You definitely misinterpreted what I said.
Of course. I think she's
But I have to say
mad
something
about
in
that.
defense of people, like certain people.
I do.
All right, here we go.
Not everyone has to agree with homosexuality.
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Keep it to yourself. Shut up. Shut up. Shh. 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 The word that. Shh. Up. Shh.
Like, I know that's like controversial. Not everyone has to agree.
That's why she did it.
You know, has to like that idea or whatever. Nope.
Other people's homosexuality has nothing to fucking do with you. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Keep your shitty opinion to yourself. Unless you are in a homosexual relationship, you don't get to have an opinion on other people being gay.
Amen.
Shut up.
People don't have to agree with it, but people have to respect people.
It's earned.
Do you think there is at all a possibility of a crossover of people not respecting people based on the fact, like, of who they love consensually as adults? Do you think that there might be people out there who now feel somewhat justified to disrespect people because
Foodie does.
they don't have to agree with them being homosexual?
That's Foodie.
Do you think that there is any possibility of that? Zing, thank you for the super chat, honey. I hope you're keeping warm. Big cup of tea to you, love.
Like, if you don't believe in, if you don't believe in trans movement, whatever, I don't know what to call it, but
Oh boy, it's just big cup of tea. I should have made a tea. I shouldn't, because this is going to get me heated. I should have put ice in my water.
don't be transphobic. Respect everyone and just treat them like a human being, regardless of your beliefs. Keep them to yourself if it.
Take your own advice.
Also,
Like, if you don't believe in, if you don't believe in trans movement, whatever, I don't know what to call it, but
Wow.
You don't, and that should have been the point in time where you shut your fucking mouth about
True.
this topic. This is
True.
this is where you should have stopped talking.
don't be
She
transphobic.
did.
Respect everyone and just treat them like a human being, regardless of your beliefs. Keep them to yourself if it hurts
That literally just flew in the face of what you said.
people.
Yep.
You just said you don't have to agree with people being homosexual. The fuck is that your business, girl? That's not your business.
She's regurgitating Salah.
That's how I see it. That's just me. Yes, exactly. Respect is a must, but you can't force people to feel a certain way. Everyone has different views. It doesn't make them bad people. What makes them bad people is...
Oh boy. Mozzie, thank you for the super chat, honey. Mozzie says LGBT.
Emad said the hypocrisy from that reactor is wild. They've got all these opinions about why she's covering, like they know her reasons, but she does not have the right. Have an opinion on other topics. Okay. She literally told us she covered for Salah. She literally took off the hijab and said she wasn't a believer anymore in her chosen religion. So no, she said it. She said it. That's not even something anyone made up. So speaking on other people's afflictions is really none of her business. Hey, she's the one that said in Syria that she couldn't do the culture. She was going home to Canada. Then when she arrived in Canada, she came on screen, no hijab, smoking THC and denouncing, just like she's been an atheist before, all out of her mouth. Seriously. And I'm pretty sure a gay man can speak on what he knows and she doesn't know.
TQ isn't a punchline or an opinion. These are real, valid, normal people. Just people, girl. We're all just people. We're all just trying to get by. But how dare you, like, invalidate my existence based on who I love? Get fucked. Actually get fucked.
As if they disrespect people on a human level, violate people's rights, human rights.
Right.
You know?
Right. You disagree with my orientation and the people that I love, but that's not invalidating my human rights. Right. No, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I'm so following this logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll keep digging for the next hour or so, chat. Just FYI.
But for me, maybe at one point that's how you interpreted how I felt when I first came to Islam. But now, watching a lot of gay Muslims on TikTok, I feel like, yeah, it used to, Tracy. I remember that. I feel like...
Zan, thank you for the super chat. Love Zan says, phobia inherently doesn't respect other people. It dehumanizes them to make less than you. She chooses to be ignorant and let the brain mold grow. Yeah, she's going to try to make the argument here that she's not transphobic because she doesn't fear trans people, which I think is the most, like, tired, stupid, uninformed, like, illegitimate argument ever. Like, it's such a gaslighty statement. I personally hate it.
All of people are God's people. And there's millions and millions of gay people. And I don't believe that God would make them that way if they was just going to send them to hell.
Right, you just disagree with homosexuality.
For being how they are.
Right.
I think it's a lot more complicated than that, and I think it's wrong.
It's really not that complicated. Unless you're in a homosexual relationship, it's none of your fucking business.
To just
It's none of your business, Mary. None of your business.
Dismiss people for that reason, and how they're born and how they are. You know? So... yeah.
Did she open this by saying she's an ally? I think she did. I think she
does this.
Wrong.
I don't agree with organized religion, but I live in...
Whoops.
Fresh flowers, thank you.
She does this every year on Ramadan. I don't know why. It brings out the worst in her. I feel like it's the demons in her fighting against a time when she's supposed to be giving instead of slandering. And I don't know. But she's done it every year. It's made her go into these, I don't know what it is, or maybe she's deflecting off of her inability to participate. I don't know. She always chooses this time of year to get extra vile.
Chat Love Fresh says she's rage baiting. Don't fall for it. She's unfortunately a very unhappy person. No, she's entirely unhappy. I do find it so bizarre that, like, we come around to Ramadan and it feels like it happens at the start of every year. Like, I know Ramadan is generally, like, February, March-ish, sometimes as late as April.
Thank you. I got gifted 50 memberships. Oh, my God. I'm sorry because I'm playing it through my other phone. Thank you for letting me know. Who gifted it? Welcome, new members. Was it you, Tommy Tube? Tommy Tube, I love you. 50 memberships. Thank you. Yeah, I decided to put this out there because I think it is important that I'm interested in the spiritual warfare that Foodie's having, and this is part of it. Right at Ramadan, day 4, she's been doing 3 days of absolute misery, anger. It's like I'm watching a spiritual warfare, right? If she's going to immerse herself in a chosen religion, right, you would see progress. But this is what we're seeing. She chooses to put it out there. And I thought if she's going to talk in a bigotry kind of way, I want to hear from somebody that it actually affects, right? I mean, she said things to affect Christians. She'll spout them out in here. Anything, moms, dog owners, all the things. She is just firing over the bow. She's throwing shit on a wall to see what sticks. She is miserable, self-loathing, and she's having a spiritual battle. And I always say if she can't get to me, she's going to use things that mean something to me, right? Because that's what the demons do. And today she chose, war, I suppose, but I want to hear it from Pulpy.
Girl, it seems like January, February, she really does just kick in the hornet's nest of shit takes, hey?
Respect many people. There you go. Yeah, to each their own. Exactly. You can be gay and Muslim, 100%. 100%. I'm tired of Muslim communities owning Islam and telling people they're doing it wrong.
And yet you're watching people out there debating using slurs.
Hold on. She's been a Muslim for 3 years, and now she's going after the Muslim community because they're trying to correct her? Got it. Can't wait to hear from them next. Can't wait.
You are haram to say that one of Allah's...
I don't give a shit what's haram. Funny. It's hilarious. Your faith is your faith, and I respect the fact that you choose to believe whatever the fuck you choose to believe. But you are literally saying that you disagree with homosexuality. That has nothing to do with you. Get fucked. Go talk to your sky daddy. I got other daddies to talk to.
Creations, a gay person is not Muslim.
If someone chooses to be Muslim or is born into the faith and wants to explore their own identity and sexuality and how that works alongside their faith, they're a bit...
Susie Q, welcome to the Willies. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to listen to who it affects.
Big theological and philosophical conversations to be had in there, and that is that person's individual gurney to go on, right? We need to just stop painting everything with a big old fucking brush. Stop it.
No, I didn't realize it was a slur like that, Lindsay, and I said sorry. And sometimes I say lewd joke.
She's going to go on to say that she got it from TikTok, and she is going to blame some Australian gay content creators, right? On TikTok. I do not believe that. I believe it was Salah. I seen him go after Zachary Michael. Oh, Foodie, if you're watching, sit down a minute. Since you love to look around TikTok, oh my gosh, this was a nugget. Have you looked on Salah's TikTok and what he likes to upload? This was a video he put up. I don't know what it means. Maybe you can go watch it and figure it out. Go watch that video on Salah's TikTok. And it's him. It's him. Because he's got pictures of himself when he was young. Go ask him what this is about. I'm curious. It's either about love or hate. I don't know. I know, Rebecca and Tracy. I think she's covering for Salah again.
Jokes or whatever, but I don't mean them harmfully, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, God, I called him gay. It was a joke. Ha.
No, she didn't call the guy on the train gay. She called him a slur in Arabic, which means the other F word.
Merciful, exactly. But against men being bigamist. Yeah, you should. Bigamy is not good. You know?
Apparently, Jenny.
But
He really needs to just keep talking about nashies.
who are you to say they're not Muslim?
See, these are all the terrible takes that we don't get while she's busy mukbanging. Imagine.
Last time I checked, when you take your shahada, you lift your finger and you swear an oath. La ilaha illa Allah. There's only one God.
Sure.
Allah. One God. He's the only God.
Sure.
And his messenger is Muhammad.
Great.
You don't have to say, are you gay? I'm straight, therefore I'm Muslim. No. That's not in the Shahada, and that is the first step to being a Muslim.
Right, and literally possibly the only thing that you have actually worked on and experienced.
Pretty much.
But that's your faith and that's your business, and I'm not going to tell you how to go about that. So how about you keep your shit opinions about me and my kind to yourself. Anna, thank you for the super chat. Love. Anna says, I've been trying to send a super chat, but apparently my words are a bit too strong for it. Hope in chat, you're fabulous and you matter. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the support, honey. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a fabulous evening.
You know why I love her ignorance? Do you know why I love watching her spiritual warfare? And I love when she decides it's a good idea to do all this, because it shows people who she really is. And it shows you the kind of people that follow her and continue to follow her. The other thing I love is she cancels herself on every platform, all by God's design. It's a beautiful world.
Not the numpty.
Yeah. That's a cultural thing, unaliving gays and stuff like that. That's a cultural thing. There's nowhere in the...
I was about to say I love, but I truly hate the fact that she literally waved that comment off with a hand.
Of course she did.
That's a cultural thing, unaliving gays and stuff like that. That's a cultural thing.
Annie, thank you for the super chat, honey. Annie says, Chantal, in Canada, your right to freedom of religion ends where it starts infringing on other people's rights. All charter rights are equal contenders in the judicial octagon, and you're not up to the fight. I just wish you would stop talking, Annie. I truly do. It gets worse. If you haven't seen this yet, it gets worse. Thank you for the super chat, love.
There's nowhere...
Oh, not to Foodie, though, to Shadi. No, not to Foodie. She hasn't had to do anything else except raise that finger. And we've watched it. We've watched the gluttony get worse. We have watched the bigotry get worse. She has taken on some sort of verbiage from somebody else. And like I said, she was more mature when she was with Bibi than she has been in the last 6 years. She is on this decline of darkness and vitriol hatred. And when it comes out, here you are.
In the Quran that will ever tell you to kill somebody who's homosexual. Ever.
And listen,
what about non-believers?
Now, here's the thing, right? Imagine living in a world, where because of the adult consensual relationships that you are inherently drawn to, that you are, as Lady Gaga would say, born this way. Imagine that you can't visit places on the planet for fear of violence, for fear of retaliation, for fear of...
So she says that nowhere in the Quran does it say that gays should be dealt with in a violent way, right? She says that's cultural. So, can you imagine not being able to go somewhere for fear? So she dismisses it as culture. Got it. Okay.
Threats of death? Just imagine that. Imagine that, Chantal. The fucking privilege on this one, I swear.
And even if you...
Oh, but it's a cultural thing, you guys, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to poo-poo that. Okay, girl. Maybe you should not have opened this conversation with people are allowed to disagree with homosexuality. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Because you see how, like, that one statement is a very short hop and a leap into bigger issues that people of the community face. Yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Believe that it's anti-Muslim, it's also anti-Muslim for you to judge that person. They'll leave that up to Allah. That's not for you to judge. You know? And the same thing with Christianity. Exactly.
Here we go. She's going to pull in everything now. She's telling other Muslims they're not allowed to judge her and what she's saying during Ramadan, or farting online, or all the things she does, picking her nose in the food court, right? Muslims are not allowed to teach her anything. Now, here come the Christians. Bring them up to bat. It's wild. It is wild.
These, things need to be updated a bit, I find, with religion.
Okay, great. Well, you go talk to your local imam. You go find a scholar, talk to Scholar GPT, and you get that change. You go out and do the work, Chantal. You won't. you won't. But go on, yeah.
In some things, in societal norms.
The inside kid talking about society. Go figure. She has never even worked anywhere. She has never interacted in cultural cities with diversity and customs. Nope. This is all the shit she gets off the internet. Like every inside kid. Everyone. Evil.
I know, they are.
Scholar Lynn over here.
They are, swag. They are, and that's where a lot of confusion comes in. Yeah. They unalive them in the name of Allah, but those are humans doing that. Not Allah. That's not a command from Allah.
And again, taking the entire conversation of faith out of this, because I don't think Chantal's faith is necessarily relevant to this conversation. Again, you've opened this conversation by saying it's okay for people to disagree with homosexuality.
She did.
Julie, thank you for the super chat. Love Julie says, good morning from a 135 L.
That's like saying, it's okay to disagree with people who have been in situations that is racist. It's like saying I can disagree with what you've been through in life based on racism. This is what we're talking about here. She was an atheist at one point, and anyone that believed in God could just get out of her chat. Now, you see what she's doing here? I mean, it's a narc move. This is what narcs do. They do the gaslighting. Oh, I never said that. You never heard that, right? Then they go and take a shot to get your reaction, and then you're the asshole for the reaction. Because nobody matters to her. Nobody. What gay people do in their life is none of her business. She is spouting out things she's learned from the man she's with. That's not what I said. But I'm glad you could twist it to your own narrative. That was cute. I literally just said that. It's not the same as racism. You choose to be gay. Do you choose to be gay? Do you? How do you know? And I didn't say choose your race. I said choose to be speaking for people who have gone through things in their life. But you twist it. She can't identify with any of it. None of it. But she speaks on all of it.
Be lesbian who woke up next to a wife who doesn't have a poop fetish in a dream home they own, getting ready for a job she loves. Chantal, you wish you were in my sketches. You will. Julie, shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I hope you have a fabulous day. Chantal's an idiot, and it sounds like you're living the dream.
Wow, you're a gay basher. You're out. You're probably a beezer. Go hang out with Foodie.
Great. So I hope you sound very happy. Thank you for the support. Annie, thank you for the super chat as well, honey, again. Annie says, I've had to act as crown and sovereign citizen files. Honestly, do you think Chantal's on the verge of becoming a sovereign citizen? Because we
Exactly, Goose.
had that conversation today. I have endless patience for
So you
stupid
think
arguments. She got it.
You're not going to be the center of attention. Pulpy is. La la. La la la. You're not going to be the center of attention. Thank you. You can't. Oh, you blocked her. I blocked her from the channel.
Me?
We don't want the ignorance of beezers in here.
Those are human beings doing that. Those are human beings interpreting things in the wrong way. Show me one line from the Quran where you can unalive somebody for being homosexual. I'll wait.
You already said it's not in the Quran. You said it's a culture thing. Why would anybody go seek it in the Quran when you could just, you know, you just said it was a culture thing. You didn't deny it, Foodie.
He's going to turn into a scholar. He's going to ask a chat to do everything.
Yeah, 100% free will.
The angry pointer finger is the new pinky rage.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's the one that said it.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't, Swag. Show me the line.
I already know what Swag was going to show her, but instead of her opening her mind to what debate with Swag Daddy, she literally goes for a personal attack on Swag Daddy's addictions. Foodie goes personal because she can't have a debate with Swag Daddy. This is typical Foodie. She poked. Somebody responded. Now they're going to be the asshole. And she's going to embarrass them on her platform. I call it hate speech.
And back then, there's a lot of historical context at the time. You had like the Middle East version of the Crusades, where Muslims, it was a new religion in like the year 600 and some.
Where is this going?
Right.
Why are we getting a history lesson all of a sudden? What is this?
And they were being like, there were a lot of wars. So a lot of those jihad, for example, people use that in modern terms to be extremist, like ISIS and stuff. They refer to jihad from the Quran when it would.
But then she goes and sits on the couch, right? And talks about how her and Salah gave them rides in Syria. And how she wasn't afraid of them. Was she protected? Fascinating.
Like contextually, back in like that time, it's
not contextually.
It's like defend yourselves against these kafirs, you know, like these people who are not Muslim. It's a totally different situation, you know, not just.
But Foodie, you have called actual Muslims kafirs. And that's actually derogatory and it's a slang to say to another Muslim. But she's done that.
Murder on people who don't believe, like, you know?
I know. And Christians.
Maritime law, Annie.
Okay, let me see this. Then it's Swag Daddy. What does it say?
Contextual. I like that one.
Is there a verse in the Quran that says that you should unalive homosexuals?
All right, we're going to get an answer from Scholar GPT. Wow, Chantal, you didn't think at this point in time that this conversation was probably not going in a good direction?
Nope, she didn't. No discernment.
No.
Kate, she is full of shit, yes. Yes. Stephanie, thank you for the super chat, honey. Stephanie says, I don't understand why she's talking about this. Yikes, her takes are always horrible. How hard is it for her to just be respectful? Honestly, it is surprisingly difficult, Stephanie. Somehow we got from disagreeing with homosexuals, we mentioned the trans movement in there for all of a minute, and now we're on to the history of jihads.
She pulling all the rabbits out of the hat today. Well, yesterday.
God. She needed to stop about 4 topics ago.
Quran never prescribes a worldly punishment for same-sex acts, let alone execution. The passage...
Oh, no, she don't. No. She just asked ChatGPT, which, by the way, you can create an algorithm. But that's where she goes for all her talking points now. Don't you love that?
People usually point to. No. Describe God punishing a specific community. Do not command humans to carry punishment. Lewd's people are condemned for approaching men with desire instead of women, along with other serious crimes, violent exploitation. God destroys that community, not believers, not courts, not individuals.
We have covered a lot, Marissa. Good to see you.
That distinction matters. The Quran does not include kill homosexuals, execute people who commit liwat.
Girl, just stop. Just stop. Turns out really shitty people have used their faith and religion to justify doing really shitty things to minorities and groups of people who they don't agree with.
Amen.
The world and history over, girl. Like, that's it. Just say that.
Why do you think Jesus was hung on a cross? To shut him up. To shut him up. That was for control and power, right? That's why people do that stuff.
Say that. Just say that.
Any legal had punishment for same-sex acts. The Quran explicitly spells out punishments for things like theft or adultery.
I love how she emphasizes over and over the adultery. That's for Salah. That's for him. She can't keep an eye on him in Canada. She can't stalk him. She can't sit on the couch and where are you and follow him. She will keep doubling down on the Quran and adultery.
Hey, Boma.
The idea that homosexual acts are punishable by death comes from later hadith reports with serious scholarly disagreement about authenticity and application. Classical fiqh, jurisprudence, where scholars disagree sharply. Adultery, too. They say that about adultery. Yeah.
See?
None of this comes directly from the Quran. I said the Quran.
I assume that he was ghosting her, right? That's what I assume. So she went on this whole thing.
Not the hadiths.
Or he condemned her for eating before sunset. Or not trying. I don't know. It's only an assumption. So she thought this was a good idea.
It seems that you understand so little of your own chosen faith that you can understand why other people might be getting confused. Because you are leading the conversation here, and it is getting bogged down.
The Quran repeatedly emphasizes there's no compulsion in religion.
Well, think about it. If we're going to say she does this every year during Ramadan, which she does for 3 years now, we can say it's because, you know how she always compares herself to everyone? Women, moms, dog owners, religiously, like just so many people she compares herself with. This is a time where she feels separated from women or the culture. And it could be that simple. It's a personal thing with her where she feels like an outsider. So she wants everyone to feel like an outsider. It is wild, but she does this. No, you're not Black Mimi. Shelley thinks she will hold it against Salah like that, his religion, to keep him with her. Oh, yeah, the adultery thing. Yeah, she's been doing that for a while. She hates him telling her what to do. He told her to stop swearing. Right, he did. And then maybe she's seen this on his TikTok, right? Maybe she went over there and looked. It's a video on his TikTok. it's Ramadan. Maybe he secretly loathes her. I don't know.
No punishment without clear authority, justice, restraint, and due process. God alone as ultimate judge of moral accountability.
Crazy. Yeah, got it.
The Quran.
So then why wouldn't you keep it like that, Foodie? Why would you speak on something that has nothing to do with you to rage bait? You know, there's people out there actually really struggling with things. Diabetes, food, sexuality. And you're supposed to be an influencer, and this is the content that you want to put out there and be taken seriously. Your food management. This is why you got demonetized on YouTube. And you probably won't get remonetized. From what I'm seeing, people are sending clips to YouTube on the X. They've had enough. They want you to be canceled. And now you're like saying you can film anybody you want in public. And I hope that works out for you. I hope you feel so entitled that you can put children on your platform that didn't ask to be there, could end up with some creeps, which I believe you have creeps in your chat. Sick. You're ill. You really, really are ill.
Condemns certain sexual acts morally.
Do you have a point to the words that you're reciting off of your phone right now?
No, she don't.
Because you're giving the tone that you have a point, but I don't think you've actually got a point.
So the Quran actually treats people who are adulterers in the same way.
See? Adulterer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And how is that?
So
This is all about Salah. She did all of this to rage bait everyone else because she can't say what she wants to say about Salah. That's it. It was that simple.
should we discuss some of the outrageous rules in the Bible? Why are people attacking Islam?
Oh my God! Shut up! How did we get from I disagree with homosexuals to this? I can't. I fucking can't.
Seriously, how long did it take for you guys to...
I don't give a shit what your faith tells you to think of me. Keep that shit to yourself.
So if people don't agree with context, let's say context, contextually, with the things she spouts out, like let's just say other Muslims don't agree with the stuff she's saying about their religion and their culture, they can't say anything to her, they can't teach her, they can't guide her, or she calls them kafirs. But she can dog out her family's religion, Christianity. I'm just trying to figure out the rules.
have the rights to...
What?
have the rights to...
What?
get married. Same-sex marriage. Same thing.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
civil.
I'm going to have to walk you back on that one. What?
That's civil. Is it that hard for you?
Should we discuss some of the outrageous rules in the Bible? Why are people attacking Islam? Seriously, how long did it take for you guys to have the rights to...
It's government, legal, civil. Not the Bible, civil. Says a woman who didn't even get legally married in Kuwait. You can't make this shit up.
have the rights to get married.
Well, interesting that you bring that up.
Right.
Surely, it wasn't an international agreement amongst churches.
There you go. Civil.
This is a civil conversation. Well, civil, I guess. This is like a national conversation to be had within countries, whether or not civil arrangements are to be acknowledged to the same capacity as traditionally religious weddings or marriages. Like there are still there are still portions and types of religions out there where you can't have a same-sex marriage. You know that, right? Like, you know how your loophole marriage wasn't recognized outside of Kuwait. You know how you had to sue the court to do that.
She doesn't have any Muslim friends because she literally told you she thinks it's a cult. Huh! So if she were to befriend Muslim women, then she would have to, it's like going to the diabetic doctor, right? She would have to get the knowledge that what she's doing is wrong and then fix it. She don't want to fix anything. She don't want to fix anything. She just wants Salah to tell her to come back. That's how simple this is. This isn't her wanting to be well-rounded and learn all about diabetic diet, carbohydrates, the use of insulin. This isn't about her wanting to learn about the culture she took a shahada to or the religion. This is just her wanting Salah to tell her to come back. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Like, if I got married here in Australia, there are plenty of countries out there that wouldn't acknowledge my partnership because it would not be a traditional marriage.
Legally.
I mean, it would be marriage, but
right.
Wouldn't be traditional by that country's standards.
Right.
Her brain's, it's worse than mold, Chad. I think it's pudding.
Yeah, it's pudding.
Same-sex marriage, same thing.
Nashies. That's her brain.
You know? Psalms 130.
Same thing, you guys. Same thing. Lottie said, no, we all went to Gaydican City and met in the big hall until rainbow smoke appeared, and then bam, gay rights. Stephanie, thank you for the super chat, honey. Stephanie says, am I drunk or is she really just saying these words? She's just saying words. She's now trying to argue that somehow... I lost the point.
I don't blame you.
Adultery and homosexuality in Islam is the same as gay marriage rights in Christianity.
Yeah.
That one really hurt. That hurt.
Brain
I felt that one
worms.
in me.
Too many hot dogs.
Annie, thank you for 60 months, honey. I appreciate your support always. Annie says, Canada has separation of church and state, Chantal.
They've all reacted to it.
But the charter, Annie.
37 is evil.
The charter. Maritime law states.
I'm over this conversation.
Oh, finally. She threw in the towel. Amen. But did she? Not when Swag Daddy comes back.
Yeah. Well, that's your thing. Don't try to force your atheism down people's throats, you know?
Excuse me, what? 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 Did you hear that? Let me tap that back.
Yeah. Well, that's your thing. Don't try to force your atheism down people's throats, you know?
Now people are forcing atheism down Chantal's throat. Okay.
Or trying to demonize a whole religion that you know very little about.
Who is out here demonizing any faith, Chantal? Like I said, taking your faith out of this equation, you sat here and you said you're allowed to disagree with homosexuality. Shut up. Keep it to yourself. Don't. How about don't? How about we just stop judging people based on their sexual orientation? Because it's real fucking weird. Anna, thank you for the super chat, love. Anna says, I'm cracking up at Chantal thinking ChatGPT is the duck's nuts. A non-existent brain can't even understand that ChatGPT can be very flawed. And also, she's picky and choosy with her responses, and she's just reading them. Like, she's not using anything as a source for an argument. She's just reading points. Zero, thank you for the super chat.
And that's the thing is, she's reading things off ChatGPT, and these are the kind of people that you can't have a conversation with. Pulpy's not allowed to have a conversation, or anybody even in her chat that disagrees with her. They cannot have a conversation logically, because she's just reading points. She doesn't even know what she stands for. All she knows is Salah's not telling her to come back. She doesn't want to be in Canada. And this is like a tantrum. But it's to rage bait. She's done it for years. She did it with the Uvalde, Texas situation. She did it with 9/11. She did it with, there's so many things. And she got a thrill out of it. If you look at her now, even her eyes are changing. I think that she has hit a moment of defeat. I do. I really do. Oh no, she's never had original thoughts. Even a lot of her thoughts came from Pete's. Then they came from the He Who Shall Not Be Named. And now it's just getting worse with Scatbot. His TikTok name is, hold on, I'll get it, I'll show you. Okay, let me pull it up. Let me crop this so I can pull it up. You gonna make a short with that video, baby girl. Do it. Do it. Al Sultan Salah. Check mark. 2,209 followers. I'm trying to get the at. Well, you know what I mean. It's all lowercase. Right there. All lowercase. Al Sultan Salah. And you can scroll down. He's got when he was a little boy and all of his things. But scroll down and you'll see the video that he made of this. And I don't know the context or the intent. I just found it fascinating. Seems like shade to me, but what do I know? I'm not his wife.
And you can say that about me, but I'm at least learning, and I know a lot more, I'm sure.
Sure,
Of course
sure,
you
girl.
know more.
You know so much.
Yes, you know so much.
We could all learn from you
Amen.
what not to do.
Right?
I don't know why. No, you didn't show me in the Quran, actually. You didn't. You didn't.
Swag Daddy tried to.
You didn't at all. No. What was the thing again that you said? I'm sure you're misinterpreting it.
Listen, here we go. This has Swag Daddy, who wanted to have a debate.
I don't even know why you're here, Swag Daddy, if you're like anti-Islam. That's what I'm about now. So don't come here and shit talk my religion as an atheist. You can get lost. And maybe you need to find God, because maybe that would help you overcome your addiction.
But she can shit all over Christianity. Got it. Swag tried. Many people have tried. Swag Daddy.
I'm sorry, do you guys want to hear that one again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Just listen in on this.
Yeah.
This hot take from Chantal again.
Come here
Let's do
and
it.
shit talk my religion as an atheist. You can get lost. And maybe you need to find God, because maybe that would help you overcome your addiction.
She said that to a Beezer.
A Beezer.
She said that to someone who willingly participates in her chat. Sorry, we're going to have to rewind the tapes a couple of years and revisit addiction shaming, Chantal, because wow, how pious of you.
Just saying.
How modern.
But if you try to give her health advice when she asks for it, she's open to it, right? Yeah. She yeahs you. But then when she's mad at herself, then you're fat phobic, all that. I'm showing you what evil looks like. Believe it or don't, Beezers.
How kind. She said with confidence. Yeah.
No, it's not fucked.
That's a pretty fucked thing.
It's fucked to praise God? To turn to you with your problems? I don't think so.
No, it's fucked to tell someone else that they need to basically find Sky Daddy to help them with their addictions. I think that's a pretty fucked thing to say.
It's fucked to talk bad on Islam, actually. To a Muslim. So, yeah.
Girl, you're the one admitting that you're out here watching Australian TikTokers fucking debating scholarly articles and shit. What are you talking about?
Exactly, Lynn shit. No, you're always...
If you're not up for a conversation about your faith, all well and good, but Chantal is often out here fighting everybody. Also, sorry, that mouse is sitting on her forehead for a while.
Negative, you're always coming from me sideways. So...
Wet soulless nugget is a pretty good one, Lottie.
Yeah, you were. You're basically accusing Islam of wanting to unalive homosexuals. And I'm just like, you're derailing this whole conversation. So I'm going to block you. You can leave. Clearly, I don't know why you're here at all. Like...
Oh, well, R.I.P. Swag Daddy.
Thank you. Yeah, it does. I believe that addiction comes from the soul. And yes, I still have a lot of prayer and soul searching to do.
Okay.
So...
Great, we're going to explore that instead of therapy. That seems smart.
That's my belief. You're allowed to come in here with your shitty beliefs and attack my religion and claim the absence of God is the way to go. I'm telling you that you need to turn to God. Okay? Try turning to God. Maybe it will help you.
This feels like being yelled at by like that really loud person on the street who's like trying to give out pamphlets and somehow got a microphone. That's what this feels like. And thank you for the super chat, love. And he says, if finding God cures addiction, why is she still stop? Thank you for the super chat.
So what am a food addict? God will help.
There you go, someone said it.
Yeah, so basically that's what she's saying, Grunt. I always said if she stands for nothing, she'll fall for everything, and that's what she does. And then she tries to dump it on you, but then when they want to dump their beliefs on her, this is how she goes. They've already done that, Froggy. She apparently doesn't know what atheist means. No, she don't. She really don't. The beezers in her chat are more disgusting than Chantal for supporting her, no matter how disgusting her views are. Amen. I don't think Swag Daddy will. If Swag Daddy comes back after she did a personal attack on him, she didn't like counter the argument or debate it or change my mind kind of attitude. She went at him personally. That's what she does. If she can't articulate a debate, she goes for you personally. That's always been her tactic. That's what ignorant people do. Uneducated. She can't even speak about things she knows nothing of, and that's why she goes after people, and she's sitting there with Chat GPT in her hand.
God will help you out of it. Okay.
Yeah, he does. Bye, Scooter.
Is God going to help you out of that mobility scooter too, or we're just waiting on that stuff to happen?
Yeah,
okay.
we are.
All right.
We're waiting to see if God will get her walking and healthy. We've been watching the spiritual warfare that goes on in Foodie's soul. Yeah, God's like
God has helped me in
Santa
ways-
Claus to Foodie. When she's getting ready to go into the hospital, she prays to Allah to save her and promised to never harm her body again if she got through this. She got through it and continued, repeat fool, continues to harm herself. So God is dealing with her in his way, and we're watching it. I love that.
Can't even imagine. And I'm not going to sit here explain it to people who are atheists and don't care. Okay, so goodbye.
Okay. Do you see how frustrated you get when you're having to talk about things like this? It's almost how frustrated people get when they hear you say things like, I don't have to agree with homosexuality. Interesting how people can handle disagreements so differently.
Yeah.
Alaya, thank you for the super chat. Love
Foodie-
Alaya says, Christian here.
Foodie handles disagreements with personal attack, doxing, hate speech, agendas, narratives, and smear campaigns.
Not how you to spread God's love or word. I'm sorry, Chantel, and other shitty.
Did you see my short I put up? That's Tigsy's response to her little dig yesterday at me as a pet owner. So you get a clear shot of Mr. Tig's toenails, which have a long quick, and if I cut him any shorter, he would bleed. I'm not going to do that just because people don't understand a Chihuahua's nails. I'm not going to do that. But Mr. Tiggs did put out a short for her. I think he told her to eat water.
Christians give us a horrible name. Thank you for the super chat, honey. Look, I have always said people's faith are their own. They can worship, they can believe, they can do whatever the hell they want as long as they're not pushing it on me, because I've got my own experiences with all of that and I don't need that in my life. But like, honestly. Honestly.
See you.
See you. You're blocked. See you.
I don't want these kind of people like Swag Daddy, fucking Soda, any of you weirdos
Bye, Soda.
who are here from the Villa days that just cause shit and drama in my life and talk down on Islam.
So if Swag Daddy and Soda have been there since let me get this straight, since the Villa days when she said she was atheist, now they need to go because she changed her mind, which is fine. If she had an aha moment, that's fine. But now they have to be dismissed when maybe they're looking for some clarity because they've been following her for years. I don't know. I guess that would be like an intellectual approach, I suppose, which she knows nothing of. Don't talk to her about her addictions, though. Exactly. Or pet care. I can promise you, Foodie, never one day in my life would I let my dog walk around with toenails embedded in his sweet little soft pads. Not one day. Evil. Demon.
Fun of it, and what the hell is that? Your
Raging.
Don sounds like the devil. Like, fuck you. You are disrespecting my religion.
Yeah, don't say things like that.
Oh, crap.
But Chantal, you are the company you keep.
That's right.
Anna, thank you for the super chat. Love it. Anna says,
Somebody in her chat says, you sound like the devil. And Pulpy said, don't say anything like that. You know, you are the company you keep.
only in Oz would we say people are short sheep in the top paddock when they're stupid. This one's sheep have all buggered off. Yeah, it's an empty paddock, love. It's just empty. Thank you for the super chat.
And if you are here disrespecting my religion because of that, like, you need to find God, okay?
Right.
See you. No, the person who doesn't believe in God and attacks my religion
Have a great day, Goose.
is an awful human being.
Go, you're out here attacking other people based on their identity and sexuality.
Yeah.
So let's not like have the trauma Olympics or whatever here. Like,
The trauma Olympics.
you have your faith and we have our identity, and how about we just decide to not try to rag on people for their beliefs and identities? How about that? It gets worse, chat.
I just don't understand why everybody's walk in life is some sort of bar that she measures her ego on. I don't get it. I don't get why. I think she's trying to imitate something because she's has no identity. Do you know what I'm saying? And she's always like related herself to the make-believe world on the internet. She watches things too, like she mimics, she compares. It's a very odd thing. And maybe she is searching an identity and nothing feels right. Because she hasn't addressed the things that make her miserable, right? I don't know. It's fascinating. Fascinating.
I don't care. I don't know. Like, to be quite frank, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't give a shit if you're Christian. I don't care if you're atheist. Take your, like, godless life elsewhere.
Say it again.
To be quite frank, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't give a shit if you're Christian. I don't care if you're atheist. Take your, like, godless life elsewhere.
That's going on a soundboard somewhere.
Don't spread that shit here.
Don't spread that shit here.
There you go.
I'm so
a demon imitating a human, right?
Can I just say, I would, opening statement included, I would just like to say, for those of you who do follow faith, and for those of you who don't, I just appreciate the fact that we can have a civil conversation.
Amen. Thank you, Popey. Intelligence is key to progression, right? Right.
And understand that our beliefs are our own.
It's people
because
like
Chantal's
her.
in the fucking war zone.
It is people like her with that mindset that keep the division in this country. It's fueled by their own misery, anger, and hatred of themselves. If you ask me, it seems more plausible because nobody is going to get on board with any of this crap. And if they do, then you already know the like-mindedness going on in her chat.
I know.
And
Salah,
Salah already let us know how he... No. It pushed the button, you idiot. It pushed that little arrow. Anyway, he's already let us know how he feels about Christianity, Western women. We're dogs. We can clean the toilet with our tongue. All the things he said. And us that are happy with ourselves, we just brushed it off as just these kind of people. Well, she is becoming one of those people that has become very hostile, and she mimics. So it doesn't surprise me at all. It really don't.
I'm so, chat, can I just say, I would, opening statement included, I would just like to say, for those of you who do follow faith, and for those of you who don't, I just appreciate the fact that we can have a civil conversation.
Amen.
And understand that our beliefs are our own.
Amen.
Because Chantal's in the fucking war zone.
I know, YouTube lover. And the thing is now they're gonna go cry, "You're awful, you're anti-gay." I don't need people like that in my life.
Well, if you don't want to be labeled anti-gay, maybe you shouldn't say things like, it's okay to not agree with homosexuality. Like, it's crazy. It's almost like you will be, labeled the thing you are if you are terrible.
Yeah.
Go away.
I mean, Chantal has shown her bigotry all week. If anyone can watch all of Chantal's content this week and not call her a bigot, I have questions.
During Ramadan.
The new crusade series.
Like, seriously.
Oh, dear.
They're godless people. Go away.
How can you judge that? How can you judge that? Somebody doesn't agree with you and they call you out. They're godless. And you run around, only God can judge me. And then you do this. That's why nobody takes you serious. This is why you cancel yourself. All the things that worked when you were a little kid, right? Because we were taught your opinion really doesn't matter. It's your opinion, right? And you can force it on other people if you want, but you risk losing people, right? But if you're open-minded and you believe that everybody walks their path for a reason and it's all inspired by energy, spirit, or God, whatever your belief is your personal belief, right? But she goes at it as if she's sitting on the throne and can throw you out of heaven. She can anoint you. It's wild. Yeah. And Salah can say whatever he wants about our cross and our Bible in a derogatory, hateful, extreme hate. And that's okay. Girl, you need to stop, or you're going to lose it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe she does think she's the alpha, the omega, and the empire, just like him, perhaps. He said it. And I think that's against Allah, actually, to try to be above him. Ooh-wee.
Annie. Steph, thank you for the super chat again. Love Stephanie says, yeah, she disrespects everyone else. My goodness, Chantel, look in the mirror. Honestly, she can't. She can't. She's never been able to look in a mirror. It's crazy. Zero, thank you for the super chat as well. Love Zero says, I'm giving this a 9.6 out of 10 on the mental gymnastics. Silver, she's come in second. Yeah.
Saying Star Twinkle, they like, especially Swag.
Here we
they
go.
come in here, they have never anything positive to say. Nothing. You know?
Swag said,
No.
wow. Right? That's what she does. And then she did to Tracy. She got something wrong. Oh, Tracy was over in Milky's chat. And somebody reported her to Foodie, right? Like this little cult, as you call it, Foodie. And when Tracy came in, Foodie was ready. And man, she took her wrench away. So when Tracy showed up, Foodie read her the riot act, literally degraded her, humiliated her on a live stream. She didn't reach out to her an email and said, hey, can we talk? No. She went on a live stream in Kuwait and pushed this woman to the brink. And I'm being serious. Oh yeah, Tracy came back. Yeah. It was in Kuwait. She did. She sat down outside with food and just went after her.
Cares about your fucking...
I don't want to show her right now. I just don't. We'll just say her blood pressure is rising. How about that? Because she opened her mouth and she's getting exactly what intelligent people, somewhat, want to talk about, and she don't want to talk about it.
relevant, stupid shit clip channels. Get a life.
Hey, Lacey, good to see you.
I didn't say gays are godless, did I? Where did I say that?
No, you just said you disagree with homosexuality and that it's okay to disagree with it. As if somehow it exists whether or not you agree or disagree with it. Or that your opinion should hold some weight in its existence. No.
Well, and on that point too, Godiva said, it's sad. Foodie has some mentally fragile people in her chats and she could cause them real harm. Think about people that are trying to figure out their actuality and they come across that like a teen. This is why she got demonetized on YouTube, because she uses her platform and calls herself an influencer, but she literally lacks compassion for anything other than her own affliction in life, right? So if a young person's going through this and they wander across her, it could have an impact on somebody who's really struggling, or they have dealt with things related to it by hateful people. This is what she's doing. Same with Salah. The things he was saying to Kybella were very harmful. And they both poo-pooed it away. She always does this. She does not care. But boy, I'll tell you what, when she's ill or she's sick or she's got oozing things going on, right? She comes to the internet, help me do this. And these people, and then she'll turn around and degrade them a week later. It's wild. Like, these are people that are either lost or they're trolling her. Because who can be gaslit like that and keep coming back for more? That don't make sense to me. They've got to be trolls. They have to be. Because when he who shall not be named was doing that on his channel, he went down to only 3 people watching him. Everybody walked away. Nobody wanted to be associated with him. But they gotta be trolls. A lot of people were hurt by her words yesterday. Yeah, she just keeps respawning a new audience. She even said, literally, Swag Daddy. She called people out. Swag Daddy and Soda. If you're here from the Villa days, when I was an atheist, then you need to leave. You're not welcome here anymore. You were only supposed to support me at that time, but I don't need your support now. Right? That's what it's saying to me. I think Teardrop's a troll too.
No.
I'm talking about Swag coming in here, attacking the religion, trying to cherry pick and find things that support her little idea, which there's nowhere in the Quran that says that. They pick and pick and pick and pick. It's exhausting. She's fucking in her 20s. She's immature as fuck.
I love how you refer to the Quran, but you don't refer to the part about gluttony. So let's just say if Swag Daddy would have came in there and said, what about this? I can't remember the number. You know what? I'll pull it up just for contextual facts. Okay. What if he would have came in, or she? Oh, you're going to hear the clicking. My okay. So it's the Surah Al-Ahraf 7:31. Eat and drink, but be not excessive indeed. He loves those he loves not those who commit excess. It calls for eating and drinking freely, but strictly warns against being wasteful or excessive. Right? It mentions that if one is forced by necessity to eat forbidden items, they should not be driven by desire nor exceed the immediate need. I keep thinking about, the non-halal hot dogs, driven, right? By not an actual need, but a desire. So the Quran links excessive consumption to wastefulness, which is disliked by Allah. So here we go. The health impact, according to Islamic teachings. Interpret this as avoid overeating, which can harden the heart, reduce mental, physical, and spiritual health, and lead to uncontrolled desires. He also refers to it as basically a walk with the devil. Now, if Swag Daddy would have rolled up and put that one in there and she had to look it up, she would have never read it. And she would have called him fatphobic, would have called him all kinds of names, right? Am I wrong? This is the game. It's just a game. Please don't absorb any of her energy, because that's what she wanted in the moment. Even though I totally respect Pulpy for going at this without hatred, but with compassion.
Get a life.
Wow.
Get a life.
God, do some growth and don't ever come near me. See you.
I mean, honestly, could have just blocked someone and not had this little tantrum.
Oh, she loves that.
Seriously.
The smear.
Godless folk into my chat.
Just get out of here.
She loves the smear and the slander.
Of the story. I will make any jokes I want to, okay? If you're offended...
This is such a fun argument as well. Chantal being here, you can't say anything about my religion, but I will make any jokes I want.
Yep. Rules for thee.
Okay, girl, great. So you can be a hateful bigot, but someone who's asking questions or calling out elements of your faith that you can't fucking handle, clearly not okay in the chat. Birdie, thank you for being here for a month, honey. Little Birdie says, thanks for covering this. You're welcome, hon. These topics are terrible, and it does remind us all that there are terrible people out there. But, when when the terrible person is such a like drop kick, it's funny to laugh at.
Yeah.
Zero, thank you for the super chat. Love Zero says.
That's why I said, don't get angry. Don't take it personally. Don't internalize it. We're talking about Foodie beauty. If she gets enough people to agree with her about any of us who try to literally react to the nonsense and save people from being affected by her nonsense, right? She hates that. But we're never going to change ourselves to fit into her narrative. Now, if she's got people over there that do, then they need to be prayed for because they're lost souls. We want common sense to be common again. We want people to think about the damage you can do to other people that you can't even relate to. It's wrong. But please do not let her use her influential, ability, which is a gift on platforms, by the way, for evil. Please. Continue to call her out. Continue the pressure. And trust me when I say she's canceling herself. For real. She's canceling herself. God is working. God is working. Those that come against you will not prosper. She's already not prospering. Yeah, her ignorance is so epic, it shouldn't make you mad. That's how she gets out her self-loathing. She was blessed with viewers, and she needs to be called out. She's in such a bad state. She really is. She's declining. She's been declining since she left Syria. And she's doing the whole, like she does with the food noise. She's overthinking. She takes herself to a state of frustration that she takes out on other people. It's like a toddler. It's all I can compare it to. It's all I've ever seen it out of. I have never met anyone like Foodie at this extreme. I've met people similar, but not to this extreme. Yeah, she's living in her own torture, her own hell. Because she does not trust and believe in the one person she says we're all lacking or something. I don't know. It's her walk, not mine. So I did this a little different today. I really didn't want to show her face because I don't know. I think it would have made you angrier. Or it might have made you angry. And I just thought it was an important exposure of darkness. And I let Pulpy handle it. Yeah, I know. People are filming her in public now. It's probably like a big effort now to stop her. She should have just kept making her content and not bothered with all this stuff. But hey, free will. He did handle it very good. Yes, he did. He really, really did. He didn't let her affect his life or shame him. Good on you, Pulpy. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. So I got to go run some errands today. I got to go to the post office. I got to take packages there. Probably pick up some graphics. And we're going to do cups tomorrow on my other channel. And then I might be back for a fun react tonight. Laughter is the best medicine. It heals the soul. Especially when you're laughing at demonic people. Weak cowards. All right, guys, I love y'all. Stay strong. And know you are saved. God bless you. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.